Welcome back, everyone. So I hope you've gone and you've played around with HTML a little bit, and you'll see how cool HTML is and how easy it is to just basically mash all the concepts together. In a lot of other programming languages, you can't just do that. You can't just take a concept and then put it somewhere else because it might not work. But in HTML, a lot of the stuff will work out quite well, and if it doesn't work out, the program won't crash. It will just simply not run the way you want it to. So let's go ahead and let's just put in some cool stuff here. So, for example, we can put style equals color, okay? And I'm going to put the quotes there just because color will say red, okay? And you'll see that red is there. And if we want to do, remember the semicolon you need at the end of that, and we can go within the quotes, of course, background color. Let's say maroon. All right, there we go. Now that's a horrible color matching scheme, but this is a lot better. Now, obviously you want light and dark. One thing they used to do in a long time ago is they used to use the opposite of the color wheel. So just Google color wheel, and if you put the opposite, so the opposite of orange is blue. So you can see that the orange pops out here, and if we do the reverse here, so for example, blue and orange, like that, just like this here, you can see that the blue pops out as well. So the opposite of the color wheels will quite work, and that actually doesn't look terribly bad. Now you'll notice that the style points here, what they'll do is that if you want to use all the TH style points, we'd have to use CSS, and I will have a whole other 1-hour tutorial series on that. So if you're interested in just the style points, or CSS is actually quite powerful, and there's actually a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. In fact, you can even do 3D effects with CSS. It's something that's really cool here, but you can do pretty much anything you want. So let's go ahead and let's take in this table row here, and we can put style equals, and then let's do font family, okay, and we'll go Courier, just like that, and you can see that the entire row becomes Courier. All right, and semicolon, let's do color, or let's do background color. Background color orange. I like orange. It's kind of a neat color here. Now, again, you can actually, in this table here, watch this. If I go, let's do style equals, and let's do font family, and let's do impact. I love this font. Okay. And you can see that the entire font become impact, except for the ones that I specifically said. Now, this is something that's really important here. So the entire table is going to be the default of impact, right? Except when I go to this table row, that is the second or the first table row after the table header, I specifically say that this font should be Courier. So this style point overrides the default, because the reason is that this tag affects all of this table, but this tag affects this line. And if you add something within that line, it will supersede it. You'll always supersede the specific tag, and that's why there's a lot of tags in there. And you'll also see that, for example, you can have, let's say, a 3-paragraph website with 3 different paragraph tags, because each paragraph might have different formatting to it. That's something you might want to do, but that's how you'd have to do it. If you had one paragraph tag and you just kind of put in whatever you want there, it would be a hard way to format that. So usually you want to have the more tags for this specific reason here. All right, and another thing that we can do is let's just go font size. All right, and we'll do 20px. All right, and I haven't shown you this yet, but you can essentially change the size. And again, it supersedes. Let's make it 40. Maybe it's a bit too much. Let's make it 30 or something like that. Okay, maybe 25. And one thing that you'll notice is that you will be doing a lot of tweaking around with numerals. And it doesn't matter what you do. So you do this a lot in games, actually. If you're into game development, you actually do quite a bit of formatting there. All right, so the next thing we can do is, for example, if we wanted, let's say, this table, this one right here, if we typed in style equals font size, colon, and let's make it 50. Okay? And then in this case here, it doesn't quite work out because the table data is bound to that specific style here. Okay? And for the most part, that's how you add in table styles. All right? I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.